My goodness, I am excited. And people who know me say, well, she's pretty enthusiastic, but this one, I'm super jazzed. We have the Grand Connection Community event, our big event on Thursday, and that's September the 15th from 11 a.m. Pacific until 1. Our speaker, other side, is here with us today, and I am so excited about learning how to level up our LinkedIn style. And JD Gershbein, pardon me, since 2006 has really been at the forefront of social media conversation. One of the world's first independent LinkedIn consultant. And he's really a pioneer of the model and the authentic business communication that serves ambitious professionals striving to make their mark in the digital age. He's a speaker, a facilitator, a writer, a media producer, and he draws on this incredible academic background as well. So he fuses psychology, neuroscience, and the humanities. And he also does improv, which I think is just so cool. We are so excited about you coming to the Grand Connection, and share with us what these 7 steps to elevate your LinkedIn style is all about, JD.
What is it all about? What the hell am I going to talk about? Well, I can't over tease. I can't oversell. We've got to bring people in, Carol, and we've got to create that level of intrigue that just gets people salivating like Pavlov's dog to come to the Grand Connection this Thursday, September 15th. But I've birthed this notion of LinkedIn style. I think it supersedes everything else that I've really studied on LinkedIn. And I've been in and around the personal brand conversation since it really began, I'd say around 2008 or 2009. And once LinkedIn hit a certain tipping point and people started to care about how they looked and what they said on LinkedIn, uh, the personal branding conversation was on. And I've kind of tweaked it and I've modified it and I've improvised around it, innovated around it a little bit. And I bring you and your constituents this a discussion on LinkedIn style, how we reveal ourselves to others on the site, our manner of doing things, the way we express from the inside out, and really superimpose ourselves on the platform to create business or career wins.
Yeah, and what I love about your style and the way that you're serving businesses and professionals is this texture of authenticity. It's this texture of truth, of supporting people to really show up for authentically who they are in their visuals, in their language. Can you share just a little bit about this authenticity piece that you're so purposeful and passionate about?
Yeah, I don't think folks need to be reminded that your authentic self is what gets you to the dance and keeps you at the dance and keeps you coming back to the dance. We're hearing a lot of authenticity. It's reaching buzzword status very quickly, but I prefer to think of myself as the genuine article. What you see is what you get with me. I've never contrived myself. I've never reconfigured myself to fit certain scenarios. I've branded situationally. I've adjusted. I'm an early adopter of LinkedIn, so I've watched the site as it has evolved and become this behemoth, this incredible social network, this professional community. So I still am looking for my place within it. It's a big, vast expanse. And who are we? We're little specks and flecks out there trying to find community, find connection, and sometimes we go outside the authentic self to do that. But fortunately, there's plenty of folks out there reminding us that we have to be integral to ourselves, stay present within the moment. And that's how we make good things happen on LinkedIn. And it's a social network, Carolyn, around the business conversation. So a certain amount of decorum and formality and convention and political correctness is necessary to kind of spin those conversations in a way that makes them meaningful.
Yeah, and it is about building relationship. I mean, we
Mhm.
met at a networking event, right? And I
Yes.
I heard what you had to say and I thought, wow, Now that
Is he
fellow,
reading off cue cards? What's the deal with this guy?
that fellow is speaking his truth. And to me, it's about building relationships. Our community is all about connect, create, and
Yes.
collaborate. And you and I are collaborating here. You are going to be serving at our big event this Thursday in a way that you're going to help support our community by your knowledge, your passion, and your expertise. And to me, this is the magic, people, because you really do need to build these new insights, these new concepts and ideas and ways of looking at things to really level up your LinkedIn, to build those relationships so you can show up on LinkedIn as, as powerful as you are and as real and genuine as you are. And that's, I really respect you, JD. I respect your position in leading and being a leader on this LinkedIn platform, really to
Well,
support.
Carolyn, if I'm going to go out there and call myself the LinkedIn style guide, I better back it up. I better walk my talk. And I'm around the notion of style. I think it's really who we are. And because now we're in the creator economy and everybody's creating and everybody has this outflow and expression going, it is important in the way we show up. It's important to manage the engagement that ensues when we put out a piece of content or when we're out there using these creator tools that LinkedIn has given us. So I'm really here to educate, to inspire a little bit, uh, and just kind of talk. We're just people talking. I mean,
Exactly.
there's no heavy teaching here. It's just kind of learn, think, ideate, and most importantly, apply and execute.
Yeah, and it's the apply and execute. I mean, our community at the Grand Connection, for those of you who don't know us, we have basically 35 different countries. Since COVID, we created this community to support businesses around the world. And, it really is about taking action too. It's not just about being alone and learning these ideas, it's about activating these
Yeah.
ideas. What JD's going to bring us really is building these new insights to elevate your profile and also to strengthen those
Yeah.
critical relationships. So what I love is your style on communication, on connecting with people on LinkedIn. I think it's just really, really powerful and meaningful. Can you just give us a little tidbit on that one?
It works for me. I can't think of any better way to say it. I have found my own take and my own perspective, my own worldview on this, and I encourage everybody to develop theirs. I'm in the professional development industry or arena. And what does that mean? Do I go out there and develop people professionally? Well, to a point. But in the end, our personal brands, there's only so much of those of that we can control. Yes, we go out there and build it and increase our visibility and we flex our creativity. But at the same point, there's nothing I say or any other of these tutorials on YouTube can say that can diminish the fact that your perspective, your outcomes on LinkedIn are exclusively attributable to you. You are responsible for your own LinkedIn activity. Nobody else is. You can only gather, again, inspiration from folks like myself who are in the trade, who have a certain perspective that they want to share. But there's no mistakes on LinkedIn. I don't harp on mistakes. I'm unusual. I let my peers tell you what you're doing wrong and get you so gun shy that you feel like your career will implode if you don't do something that they're telling you to do. I'm of the opposite ilk. I'm swimming upstream. I will tell you, be an individualist. Individuate, great verb, on the site. Let your own personality evolve, your own actions, your own perspective, and that's what will drive you. And that's what's driven me. I've never done anything except anything that's intrinsic to me that I feel is right. I don't crowdsource anything.
No, and people, we really need to look at this. Every single business, every single professional out there listening, whatever you're doing this Thursday, September the 15th at 11 a.m. Pacific, if you have an appointment in that 2 hour, see if you can move it to the next week or the next day. Move it to Friday, because truthfully, every single one of us needs to use these 7 steps to elevate that profile. If you want to grow your business, if you want to build partnerships and collaborate with other people like JD and I are doing now,
Yeah.
is to really come on Thursday with an open mind, an open heart, and come and learn some new insights, some new aspects that you can weave into the fabric of how you're showing up on LinkedIn, because we want you to be there. This is going to be a big event. You'll have breakout rooms. You'll be able to meet some other folks and other businesses. This is a really safe community to network. And JD, would you
Yes.
just share with the group about the Grand Connection, your perspective?
Well, I have maneuvered through a lot of online communities since the onset of the pandemic. Too many to count at this point, and sometimes they all kind of blur into each other. And when you're that active and going to that many virtual meetups, it's easy to separate the ones that are high caliber from from the rank and file, or from the ones that are just glossed over. And there's something about yours, Carolyn, the way you and Susan run Grand Connection. There's just something about it. It's got a different dynamic. The people are high caliber. The facilitation is terrific. Uh, yes, there's breakout room conversations, but you get the feeling when you look at the gallery and see these people, these are heart-centered, thinking, caring, feeling people, my kind of people, I must say. And these are the people you want to keep coming back to on a regular basis. And you don't feel like it's just another virtual meetup that I got to attend. It's one that does have that FOMO effect to it. You don't want to miss it, because you never know. The next breakout room you click into could be a professional game changer. So I like the idea that you bring these folks together and you get great turnouts. I mean, let's pack her Zoom room, folks. I mean, really, tell your friends. It's not the same old LinkedIn talk you've sat through dozens of times before. I've been around the block a time or two. It ain't my first rodeo. I anticipate the frequently asked questions. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're feeling, and I know you want to push beyond where you are on LinkedIn. So that's the kind of talk it is. I'm not going to tell you where to point your mouse. It's not a navigational thing. There are people who know the technology of this thing far better than I do. But I'm telling you, nobody knows the social science as well. So that's what we're talking about. The
Oh,
behavior, the patterns, the trends, how you position yourself on the site to bring the opportunities to you. I believe that there's a certain karmic rhythm on LinkedIn. And when you do good on the site and you're there for other people, the universe rewards you.
that's what we're all about at the Grand Connection, honestly. We call it grand giving, people. Sharing expertise,
Mm-hmm.
resources, absolutely coming together, because when you come together, it will be far better. So, attracting those people on LinkedIn is what you will learn on
I should
Thursday.
say so.
Absolutely. And I'm so excited, JD. And
I
I
should
just
say
want to
so. Have we
thank you.
oversold it? We didn't oversell this, did we?
No, of course not.
Okay. Fine.
Um, JD, I just want to thank you. Susan and I thank you for just really coming and contributing to our community and people. This is an event that you just do not want to miss, and you will be there. All the information is down below in the chat. And for those of you listening right now, grandconnection.ca. You can come to 2 events for free. So we welcome you to attend this Thursday, 11 a.m. to 1, 2 till 4 Eastern, and 7 to 9 in the UK. We will see you. JD, looking so forward to it. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Carolyn, thank you.